The first one is law of segregation. So today we'll discuss the law of segregation. In this law, Mendel demonstrated that how a single character is inherited by making crosses between contrasting characters in peace. So here he demonstrated how we are inheriting the characters if we cross the contrasting characters. If we cross the contrasting characters, for example, if we cross a tall plant and a dwarf plant, so how these characters are inherited by their offspring, we will study in this law. And in one such hybridization experiment where he crossed tall and dwarf pea plant, this is known as monohybrid cross. Students, monohybrid cross means the cross which is made between by using only a single characters. We are taking only a single characters. For example, if we are taking only the height of the plant, so we are using only a single characters, those cross is called as monohybrid cross. Mendel, he noticed that all the progeny of first generation, that is F1 generation, or you can say filial generation, F stands for filial, were tall and dwarf phenotype was not observed. So if he crossed the tall and the dwarf plant in the first generation, in F1 generation, he obtained all the tall plants. Dwarf plant characters was not observed. This indicates that F1 progeny always resemble like one of its parent and the phenotype of the other parent was missing. So in F1 generation, only one, the offspring, it resemble only one of its parent. The other phenotype of the other parent is missing. Phenotype here means, students, observable characters. For example, if we can observe that this plant is tall and this plant is short, these characters are called as observable characters, are called as phenotype. And when I use the term genotype, which you will see later, it means that at gene level, what is their gene constituent. So Mendel, he self-pollinated the tall F1 plant to raise F2 plant. So in F1 he got all the tall plants. Now these tall plants, what he did self-pollination among themselves. He crossed those plants among themselves and he got F2 generation. And in F2 generation he found that dwarf phenotype was also expressed along with the tall plant. So this suggests that dwarf characters, it reappeared in F2 generation. We'll see with the help of the Punnett square. See here, students. So this is a example of monohybrid cross which Mendel did. Monohybrid, here he is taking only a single characters. For example, he is taking the height of the plant. So the plant, the parent plant, he took a tall plant and a dwarf plant. And you can see here in tall plant the gene, it is capital T, capital T. In dwarf we have small t, small t. And so since here you can see capital T, capital T, these are pure breeding or pure lines or true breeding. And here also you can call this small t as true breeding or pure lines. Now from this capital tall plant, one gamete will come. From dwarf plant also one gamete will come. So here it is coming capital T. From dwarf plant we are getting small t. These are the gametes. Now during F1 generation we know that gamete used to fuse, right? So after fusion in F1 generation we got capital T and small t. This is our F1 generation. And here you need to remember, students, tall plant was dominant and dwarf plant was recessive. As I said, out of the two characters, out of the two contrasting characters, one will be dominant and the other one will be recessive. And if dominant character is fusing with recessive, always a dominant character is expressed. We are getting here a hybrid right? We are getting here a hybrid, that is capital T and small t, but the plant will be tall. All the plants will be tall in F1 generation. And this condition, capital T and small t, this hybrid condition, we call it as heterozygous. Heterozygous. We'll come to that also. So you need to remember here, since these two are different, so we got here a heterozygous tall plant. Now, in the second generation, to obtain the F2 generation, what he did? He did the selfing in the tall plant, in the plant which he got in F1 generation. So he did selfing. Selfing means the progeny which he got in F1 generation, he will do the cross with the same F1 generation. So capital T small t is crossed with capital T and small t. Here the gametes will be capital T and small t, two gametes, and here the gametes will be capital T and small t. Now we will make a Punnett square. This is called as Punnett square, students. Here we are taking the gene, this gametes in this top layer and these gametes sidewise. You can change also. You can take this here and write this here. So the two gametes, first we will write this capital T and small t, capital T and small t. These two gametes, capital T and small t. Now after crossing, what he got? Capital T, right? Here what he will got? Capital T and small t, capital T and small t. Here small t, capital T, we can also write it as capital T and small t, and in last here small t, small t. So we will get a small t and small t. Now here, since capital T, this condition is called as homozygous. So here we got homozygous tall. Here we have capital T, small t, we will get heterozygous. So this is heterozygous. This will be tall plant only, since we have capital T here. This is again capital T, small t, that means this is also heterozygous, and since we have capital T here, the plants will be tall. Here in the last condition, this is small t, small t. This is a homozygous dwarf. So here only in the last this we are getting small t, right, and the plant will be dwarf. So in F1 generation, you can see we got capital T and small t, that means all the plants were tall. And here in F2 generation, you can see this one will be tall, this also tall, this also tall, but only this one is dwarf, right? So what will be the phenotype ratio? The phenotype means the observable characters, right? So 3 tall plant and 1 dwarf plant. So the ratio is 3:1. And when I say genotype, that is at gene level, you can see here capital T, so we will write 1. You can see capital T small t and capital T small t 2 times, so we will write 2. And in here you can see small t, so we are writing here 1. So the genotype ratio is 1:2:1. So can I say here in F2 generation, we got 75% as tall plant and only 25% as dwarf plant. Or you can also say 3/4 were tall plant and only 1/4 were dwarf plant. But remember students, this dwarf plant was not expressed in F1 generation, right? We are getting it only in F2 generation. So in F2 generation, the characters, this dwarf character, it reappeared from parent. But this was hiding in F1 generation.